Hi, my name's Gander, and my poem contribution to this wonderful anthology, Hair Raising, is called Sisi of the Pines. It's a very loose interpretation of a crown of sonnets. It's two sonnets, and it is dedicated to Empress Elizabeth of Austria. Empress Elizabeth was quite a tragic figure. She's very famous for her hair, which was incredibly long, and she spent hours and hours every day combing it and looking after it and getting other people to look after it for her too. And she was very sort of obsessed. She became quite obsessed with her hair and obsessed with her appearance and her tiny waist. She married into a family which did not treat her very well, and she died pretty young. Or rather, she died before her time. She was assassinated by an Italian anarchist as she was boarding a steamboat in Geneva in 1898. She was a poet as well, and so the poem Sisi of the Pines, Sisi was her nickname, the poem Sisi of the Pines begins with an epigraph, which is the verse of a poem by Empress Elizabeth of Austria. O'er thee, like thine own seabirds, I'll circle without rest. For me, earth holds no corner to build a lasting nest. 1. She combs her hair until it shines, then counts the broken strands as if they were her dreams, split and snapped like brittle twigs. She stands transplanted. Tresses that weigh more than the children that were taken from her loop from her head, suspended on ribbons to alleviate the ache. Branches bending to the light, wishing air to circulate. The rings of a tree show the seasons of a life. Here drought, here sickness, hunger, loss. 60 years compressed by 19.5 inches. Her locks wrapped twice around her waist. A life belt for the restless. 2. He brushes against her and it's over in a split second. The file, thin as a hairpin, has pierced her heart. A crimson bud appears on her bodice like a brooch, but she straightens, walks the length of the landing stage before she falls a second time at the threshold of her journey. Later, back on land, they unlace her and her life unribbons. Dark petals bloom across her chest, rib bone and whalebone, both broken by his blade. Her hair, a comfort now, a bier on which to rest, her breath at last released. The steamer ship departs. A soft wind combs the harbour, shaking the conifers, making their needles shine.